We're on air. Welcome. We're at the LA School of Comedy. It is a Manic Monday. Welcome. I am Samantha Linderman. I'm the comedy concierge. It's so good to see you guys. Thank you for coming out on a Monday. You know, it's so funny because, so I did a show this week. I know. Thank you so much. And I forgot to promote it, but I did sell a lot of tickets. I did. And I hadn't performed in a long time. Like, people really came out to support me, and I really appreciate that. Oh my gosh, no, it's okay. Like, we'll end it. I feel like we'll do the iPad after. I mean, if you want to, yeah, we can pass it around. We can be techie. Yeah, we have an iPad. We have podcasting. We have open mics. That's where we're at right now, believe it or not. We have this emoji up right now. Cinda will talk about it. She did all of this. So, like, this studio can be rented, and we can, like, take this out, put this in, whatever. Like, it really is such a unique space. We have podcasting classes, kids classes. Cinda came to my J job, the elementary school I work at. And it was, like, so special. These kids really need performing arts. Do you know what I mean? Because they're so scared to do anything because of, like, the phones. It's, like, crazy. Cyberbullying at age 4. Yeah, we're going to do Roblox later. We're going to get on Roblox, and my mom is going to give me 50 Robux if I do not call her the F word for, like... And I'm like, you mean fat, don't you? It's so crazy. Because it's an after-school program. Like, I'm their teacher, but I'm not really a teacher. It's, like, crazy. And sometimes I think they're so mean to me. And the parents come to pick up. And they're like, bah, 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 look at your big tummy. My brother's gone. Why do you have a big tummy still? And I'm like, oh, my God. Like, they say the craziest stuff to their parents. They say the craziest stuff. They'll be like, do you have a baby in your tummy? You look fat. And I'm like, oh my God! Glad he didn't say that to me. Oh my God. Because you really have to get on their level. Like, they don't understand, like, that's not, well, they understand that's not nice, but they don't understand it, like, in the scheme. If you bring, like, Bluey into it, like, you bring in somebody that they know, like the TV shows, would Bluey do that? We should start doing that for adults, maybe. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Would Dexter do that? He gets shit done. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, it was a show, and I knew it was going to be a small room, but I didn't know it was going to be somebody's living room. I didn't know. Guys, I did not know. It was a great show. I accidentally sold 13 tickets to somebody's living room. And what I realized is, first of all, this is such a great space. Like, people are like, oh, sometimes I feel like this feels like an apartment. You know what feels like an apartment? Somebody's apartment. When you are getting texts from your audience saying, does somebody live here? Bitch, I'm meditating right now. I'm trying to go on stage. And you're scared. What am I supposed to do? So I come out there. I give everybody, like, oh, I'm like the fucking Godfather. Like, I'm like, these are my people. Like, whatever. It was so crazy. And everybody was like, this feels like a Dungeons and Dragons sex. And I was like, I don't feel that. Do you know what I mean? When somebody comes out, they're like, this feels like a sex dungeon. This feels like you're thinking about that. And maybe nobody else was thinking about that. And everybody was like, does somebody live here? So not only now somebody lives here, but now it's a sex dungeon. And I was like, I can't handle this. But it felt like a test. Like, it felt like a what would you do episode of Comedy Style. And it was interesting. It was really interesting. I feel like I got a lot out of it. But yeah, I mean, I felt like it made this place look huge. You know, I feel like I have so much room. Like, I can bring, oh my God. It was really crazy. And then also, I'm like tall. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Sometimes I feel like there's certain kinds of tall people. Like, every once in a while you meet somebody who's like 6'6", but they don't feel like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're very like chill, like they're meeting you, and then there's just like that one like tall like literally, I don't want to say, I was not gonna say troll, that's the opposite. Really tall, just like about knocking stuff down, whatever. I ran into this guy I know like that. I was out and I ran into this guy, and it was so funny because I was doing an impression of him like 2 weeks prior, and like we barely know each other. And I said to him, I was like, you should see the impression I do of you. And he said, I'd rather not. I was like, rude, but I'm gonna add that to the impression. I'd rather not. whatever. It's like, look where you're walking. Like, I'm walking here. Like, I am not like 5'4". Like, how are you bumping into me? That's intentional. I'm definitely in your eye line. I don't know. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Yeah, I do work with kids, and I find myself saying the craziest stuff. Like today, this girl was like, I have pee-pee in my first she said I have poo-poo on my shoes. And I was like, who's dog? I'm so stupid. I assume she stepped in dog poo, right? Like you get poop on your shoe, but like there's no dogs at school. So I should have further investigated at that moment. That was my fault. And then it was like pee, and I was like, what's going on? And then I realized like you peed your pants. Like I should have like from like there's pee or poo on my like she peed her pants. I felt like such an idiot. And I was like, if you gotta go, you gotta tell me. Like, we can run there. Like, it's so crazy. And then they ask you, like, really interesting questions. Or they know words that, like, you would never think that they would know. I don't know. Stop nagging me. I'm like, you learned that from your mom or dad to each other. I don't know. It's like nagging. Like, that's not, like, a word that you hear at school. I love when they can't pronounce stuff, but it's so funny because they when they're little they understand each other fluently, and then they get a little bit older and it's like, okay, it's a speech impediment. You know what I mean? Like it is. We know it, you know, and then they know it, and then I'm pretending like I'm like sounds fine to me. That's bad though. Like whatever. Sometimes I over accept them. I love them though. What was I going to talk about? Okay, I got the craziest text today. I think I'll just read that aloud. I think I'll just do that. Because you know what? It's like, it's stand-up comedy. Like, it's silly. People do this all the time, right? I just think like, because me and Sunda, okay, give it up for Sunda Kroonquist, first of all, everybody. Owner, director, producer, amazing talent. And Mark Zaffron, our producer here tonight. He also is the owner of this amazing place. And we get it done. We make it happen. So, you know, while I'm at work with the kids, you know what I mean? I get a text, hey, with 3 Ys, I'm terrified. I'm scared. I don't know what this is. You know what I mean? I already know it's up to no good. Oh my God, I can't read this. This is my problem with what I do. Like, I reveal things that nobody asked me to reveal on stage. That's what happened to the show. I'm telling someone, I'm like, why am I telling you this? Like, you didn't ask to hear that, whatever. This just was sent to me, to my cell phone, on my plan. I'm like, I'm paying to receive this message. Okay, I'm just gonna sum it up. I'm gonna chat GPT. Basically, he's like, this guy at the gym gave me your number because he said that like he had a really good time with you. Wow. And okay, this is crazy, but I was thinking, I'm like, it can only be one guy because none of the guys I've been like go to the gym. They're not at the gym. Oh my God. So I'm really, and I only realized that halfway through the conversation. I'm thinking of one guy, and I'm like, that's crazy. Only one of them. None of them are at the gym. They're all at Dungeons and Dragons. I'm not saying you can't be at both, but I've never seen it. Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of enthusiastic conversations about cartoons, but I've never heard anything about lifting. Like, only one guy. So I was like, is it a boxing gym? He was like, no. And I was like, you have a wrong number. I'm like, it is not me. It was really scary. And then he asked me on a date, he was like, your energy's so great though, like, even though this is a wrong number. I'm like, and I said, no. I said, since we're just like, you know, out there, like, let's just be real. You don't want to go on a date. Like, you don't. Like, I know that. And he was like, damn, you're right. He was like, you're right. Like, that's so crazy. And then he was like, do you want to have sex? And I'm at work. And my kids are like this, and the kids are like, what's wrong? And I was like, a man texted me. That's all I could. I was like, I got a text from a man, and I don't know who it is. I told them I got a prank call. They didn't know what that was. That made me sad. But I told him, I said, I'm good. I'm good on that. All good. I sent a GIF. No, I'm kidding. That would have been perfect. And then I told him, I said, I just want to let you know, like, if this happens again, like, you should go at this completely different. I don't know why I felt like I need to give him feedback. I was like, I feel bad for you. This is so crazy. Like, what a story. But I did not initiate that. Like, that's not a dating app. Like, that's my cell phone. So that's scary. Like, beware of your cell phone. But be aware, obviously, of your phone and social media. And you can find me on Instagram at SamLikeTBH. I just realized, like, I literally did not. No, I'm getting off. I'm getting the lineup. Keep it going for yourselves. I'm going to bring up the man behind the computer. Get up here. Tell us about you for a little bit. Put your hands together for Mark Zaffron, everybody.
I just noticed that I spilled hand cleaner on the desk. It's kind of weird, you know? So, just excuse me, I'm not as tall as Samantha. Even when I sit down, I gotta sit down because I got bad knee. You see, I've been trapped in the knee industrial complex. I have. Many years ago, I went to see one of Sunda's shows, and I tripped on black ice. Next thing I know, I got a plateau fracture in my tibia, but I didn't know that. What I do know is I was in pain. She went to the show. I had to go back upstairs. I toddle upstairs to the apartment. I'm laying there on the couch like this. The pain is getting worse and worse and worse until she finally is finished, comes home, takes me to Beth Israel Hospital, and they put me down on the gurney. That's when I realized that most nurses and doctors were junkies. Hear me out. They're ready to get. I want my morphine already. I mean, I am really in pain. Nurse gives me a shot of morphine, and I kind of lean over as I'm falling into the arms of Morpheus, and I notice there's a little bit left. I know she went behind and went like this. I know 100%. I knew it. Because she came back, "Hi, Mr. Zaffron. How are you?" So, that doctor that operated on my knee also didn't believe in drugs. He sent me home from the hospital. I am in the middle of my living room in a hospital bed with this machine that's freezing my leg, and it just runs the water through colder and colder and colder. He didn't give me no oxycodone. He didn't give me even aspirin. He sent me home with Ambien. That's when I learned that Ambien can cure most everything and developed a terrible habit, because what's Ambien going to do? You take 2 Ambien, you're going to sleep for a long time that day. And at the same time, I'm set up there with my television. My wife hates the show In the Heat of the Night, because I was constantly watching In the Heat of the Night, In the Heat of the Night, In the Heat of the Night. You know, Carol O'Connor was better in that than Archie. Right? I mean, I really didn't like All in the Family. I know it's heretical. None of you know what I'm talking about? No. You know, Meathead, Reiner, one who just got, Archie Bunker, this blue-collar guy from Queens, right? Right? Big racist, right? Except Carol O'Connor's a communist. It doesn't always work that way. So the guy warned me about my knee. I'm going to have arthritis. So finally, I went for a massage, and they popped my knee, and it went out, and it's like, oh, my God, this pain. So I go to the doctor. He's going to fix my knee. I noticed something wrong because he didn't tell me how much it costs. And he wasn't in network. So I figured this is $50K going down the tubes. This is the real scam of medicine. Out-of-network billing. Do not get medical care in Beverly Hills. Period. All right? So here I go to the doctor out in the Valley for my, pre-operation test. They find something wrong with my heart. They push me across the parking lot because it's this big, complex. All these doctors to the cardiologist. Nice guy. He sets me up for all these tests. One thing you've learned over the years, do not go back to the cardiologist without your wife, because no matter what you say, you're a liar. They're convinced you're going to come back and say, and lie, right? Especially if it has something to do with something that they believe in. So I go with my wife to the cardiologist, and here we are in the cardiologist's room, and they have all these fancy things, and they're doing all these tests, and then the first one is, a stress test. They lie to you about those stress tests. You do not have to run on those treadmills like a gerbil in a cage. They gave me a shot. I sat on my tush where I should have been, and it mimicked the stress test. The nurse in the room is laughing because she knows that it's all a hustle. So they do the stress test. They tell me to come back an hour and a half. We run down to the subway down the corner. Big mistake. There are 2 7-year-old junkies in the back shooting up. Sunda's completely freaked out by that. Great for me. Extra sandwich. We go back in, and now they're shooting me up with radioactive isotopes to take real pictures of my heart. Oh, now I know I had to come back a day after because I have Chernobyl sickness. I am sick. All right? I am really sick. All right? I'm vomiting, my stomach, the whole thing. Come back that following day, and, I bring my daughter. They give me more isotopes, and the guy turns around to her. He looks a little bit, like Igor from the Frankenstein movies. I'm not quite sure which Frankenstein movie. And says to my daughter, "Oh, are you pregnant?" She's getting ready to fight because she thought he was talking about her weight. All right? We come back finally the day after because, again, I got Chernobyl sickness. And I bring Sunder, and then the doctor's telling me what's wrong with me. After all of this, he says, "Well, we got your bloods." And I'm looking up. I'm getting nervous, right? And your blood pressure, he said, "Well, your bloods are all perfect. A little tiny bit of cholesterol, everything flows nicely. You know what your real problem is? You're fat." Duh. I knew I was fat, all right? But now I got a diagnosis for obese, which means I can get Ozempic. Before I could never get Ozempic. $1,400. They told me I didn't meet the parameters. I'm huge. Of course but they didn't like to give it for a diet drug. But now I had a cardiologist say it. Worked fine. Let me tell you a secret. The last cardiologist I went to was trying to do the same thing in the West Side, screwed it up because she was out of network. Never got you the results of the test backs. Never got anything done. So we go for the Ozempic. The Ozempic's cool. And, I'm losing the weight on the Ozempic. It's now $12 a month, $24 for the big one. I'm up to two grams or whatever that stuff is. And they say that you can go ahead and you can get it online cheaper. I am not going to sit in my kitchen like Dr. Jekyll, sitting there mixing this stuff up that I get online, take it out. This needle, have to worry about cleaning it and getting rid of that's why I was never a junkie. So I got my injector, and I realized why this is expensive. The Chinese. It is absolutely the fault of the Chinese Communist Party that Ozempic was so expensive. Why? Because they were making the injectors with slave labor somewhere in Zhenjiang province. All right? That's where the money went to, because it doesn't cost that much for 0.2 grams of Ozempic. They mixed that up for about 30 cents. It was all the packaging and everything else. So we're finally, I said, well, why am I doing this? I look in the mirror and said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to transition. I am thin. I'm looking there, I'm thin, and everybody go believe my delusion. Isn't that the rules today? If I say I'm thin, you have to believe I'm thin, and that's the end of it? And then I decided I'm going to change my pronouns. I'm now slim and skinny. And anybody says otherwise, I'm going to get them for misgendering me. Well, excuse me, misfatting me, whatever it is. I'm not quite sure. You don't want to start any trouble. You get enough trouble around here for non-political correctness, I did see an interesting one today on a guy from the New York State Department of Health. It said him, his, whatever, in red. So you wonder what that was all about. But okay, so there's not all that much else to say about it, except that one thing I don't get. You can understand why Luigi Mangione went and shot the head of United Healthcare. All right? I'd like to shoot the head of United Healthcare, whoever he is now. But what bothers me is this guy didn't even have United Healthcare. And he came from a rich family that owned nursing homes. So he knew the game. All right? He was part of the game. He was driving his Ferrari on the game. There's some crazy indoctrination of kids these days. All the crazy stuff goes on because they think they're something else. And I just don't mean their genders. All right? Some of them think they're cool. They can imagine that they're cool, too. They can look in the mirror, say, I'm one of the cool kids, and you have to believe my delusion. Thank you very much.
He didn't tell you. Great set, by the way. What he didn't tell you is that he left me with the phone guy who was so hot, okay? When I came out, I was like, what are you doing in my apartment?
Wondering about that.
He's like, are you a singer? And I was like, no, I'm naked. It was very uncomfortable. But it's okay. I got through it. Everybody's doing okay? So far, so good. Welcome. I'm sure they gave you the intro. In case you don't know, that's a 2-minute late. In case you don't know, we are like #1 right now in podcasting because there's no parking on Gailey. So that's right. When you need a podcast, this is where you come to. When you need your headshots done, this is where I'm not going to be doing them all, but this is one-stop shop. I'm not doing your pictures. Oh my God, I'm just not. I used to do makeup for people's pictures, and they want to look like, they'll show you a magazine and say, I want to look like this. I'm like, she's white.
Oh my God.
It's really hard. And then I have a friend, a makeup artist, who gets paid to make people look like Beyonce in the coffin, which I didn't believe until I was like, wow, this is scary. And just the coffins in and of itself, it isn't the cough that carries you off. It's that coffin they carry you off in. I just can't explain to my black relatives, we don't have to spend $500 on a suit. Uncle Ted's dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't wearing the suit no more. What do you mean I'm going to give him the best suit? He's going to go out of here looking fine. No, we're broke. Oh, God. And then I saw my brother's girlfriend lean over crying over his casket. And I said, she took something. That's the first thing I said. She took something. And when she came up with those big boobs, I said to her, where's his ring? She said, I bought it. Do you know, until he died, she was still putting his thumb on the phone? Isn't that crazy? He's dead. You can't get him for cheating anymore. Like, he's like this. He's definitely dead. And she's pushing it in. I can't make it up. But you know what? We're going to have some fun because we're going to have the comedy of the one and only Armando Yee. Let's do this. Why are you working on 5?
Just 5.
Oh, okay. All right. You want to light at 3?
At 5, it's fine. It's 5.
Keep it going for your great host, everybody. The Queen of Comedy, Sunda. What's going on, LA School of Comedy? What's going on? Everybody knows lucky number 69. Yeah, position number 69. But you know what I love? I love position 169. Yeah, lucky number 169, where there's a spectator. Just, hey, hey, how you doing? Pretty good weather out there, ain't it? Providing commentary like, folks, what we have here is excellent form, strong fundamentals, great teamwork, eye contact, not so much. There you go, lucky number 169, just like 69, but with somebody in the corner holding a ring light. Yeah. All right, moving on. Everybody familiar with that Find My Friends app? That iPhone feature that allows, I Find My Friends, that iPhone feature that allows people to track your every move, know your exact location like you're an Amazon package. All the women in my life want me to have that on at all times. My girlfriend wants it on, and yeah, she's cool with the 169. In fact, she prefers it. Yeah. She wants it on, my sister wants it on, my mom wants it on, even my grandmother wants it on. She's like, Mijo, I just like knowing where you are in case I need to pray extra hard. I turned it off just once, and they acted like I got taken by ice. Yeah. 14 missed calls in a group chat titled Donde está el pendejo? AKA track his dumb ass. Now I have it on 24/7. I don't feel like a person anymore. I feel like a GPS signal with sneakers on, just being tracked all the time. But I've accepted it. I don't have privacy anymore. Find My Friends has turned into Find My Every Movement. Yep, I'm one bad day away from wearing an ankle monitor just to keep all the people in my life calm. It's crazy. Worst part, I can't go to my favorite taco stand because it's too close to the local strip club. No, I can't. Because the app doesn't say, he must be hungry. No, the app says, what is he doing there near polls and questionable choices? Yeah, my girlfriend asked me, she's like, Armando, what were you doing there at that taco stand near the Body Shop for 27 minutes straight? I was like, baby, that's how long it takes. The line was long and the meat is slow roasted. I'm not here for ass. I'm here for El Pastor. I'm not cheating. I'm chewing. Calm down. You guys ever see those how to wash your hands instructionals in bathrooms and think, is this what society's come to? 3-step instructions on how to wash our hands. We used to build pyramids. No Wi-Fi, no YouTube tutorials, just math. And slaves. I probably would have been one of those slaves, by the way. Yes, not even one of the strong ones. I would have been one of the guys holding the rope like, are we sure this is level? Everybody else is pushing 3-ton stones across the desert. I'm nowhere near the pyramids. I'm 40 miles away on a boat like, wind looks fair, gentlemen. Wind looks fair. Carry on. Now, we have little laminated sign with cartoon hands explaining soap. Step 1, apply soap. Step 2, rub hands together. Step 3, rinse. That's not a process. That's kindergarten. And it actually says rub hands together. Together. Which means at some point someone tried it separately. Yeah. Like, my right hand looks clean. Left hand? Tomorrow's problem. I got to tell you guys, as a Latino man, I got to, speaking of pronouns, my name's Armando Yi, and a lot of people say, Yi, you don't look like a Yi. What is that, Korean? Filipino? One of those non-binary pronouns, Yi? No, Yi, it's Chinese. I'm Mexican Chinese. All my buddies would always call me Mexinese growing up. Yeah. And growing up in a Mexican Chinese household, we would have some very exotic meals growing up. We'd have things like wonton caldo. One time we even had burritos with fortune cookies inside. Yeah. I wasn't sure if I was having dessert or if it was some sort of warning. But as a Latino man, I got to tell you, I do love those street corner fruit vendors that are standing on the corners. But every week I feel like they get more and more gangsta looking. Yeah, they get more and more gangsta looking. I'm walking down the street and one of them face tatted, bloodshot eyes. He's like, "Hey, Mango." I was like, "Whoa." I wasn't sure if he was trying to sell me food or he's about to rob me. No eye contact, no smile, just straight intimidation, and the happiest color palette I've ever seen. Yeah, these guys don't sell fruit; they move fruit. They've got one little table, one umbrella, and one knife that definitely has a nickname. Yeah, and no, that knife doesn't come from Williams-Sonoma. No, that knife has been mentioned in court. The way they cut fruit, like a gangster counts money. Fast, aggressive, no waste. I turn to him, I watch him, like, yeah, that mango knows what it did. Give it to him. But I will say I've never had bad street fruit. I've never had bad street mango. I've had bad sex a couple of times, bad sushi, made bad decisions. Never had bad street food, which to me tells me these guys don't fall into fruit. It's like they pivot. They wake up one morning, they're like, crime, crimen, risky, fruit, recession-proof. And to me that is important, because if society collapses, I'm not following these politicians. I'm following the guys that can protect me and know how to arrange mango beautifully in a clear plastic box and fit it into a small cup. All right, guys, give it up for your great hostess, the queen of comedy, Sunda. And next, my name is Armando Yi, and you can find me on all the platforms. Thank you.
There you go. Armando, you're too funny. Oh, my God. Give it up one more time. Always fun. And, of course, we always love to have fun this time, but now we're going to have fun next time. Let's do this. Thank you so much.
I know how to get your type. No. Yeah, you didn't know who you was dealing with. You know I got an old school name now. Nah, bro, I feel your struggle, man. I was big at one point too, man. And I've lost weight, but I haven't lost enough weight. I won't be satisfied with my weight loss until I can dry my chest just wiping down. I still gotta wipe up too to get that under boob water, cause it can yeast and mold right here. You know what I'm saying? Eczema, psoriasis, mesothelioma, all that's underneath a man titty. You gotta get like Q-tips, get the crevices. All right. I went too far. No, I've been like a bitch ass vegan for like 8 years now too. So it's like, yeah. I'm not even really vegan. I'm plant based. Like, I still wear leather and we can go cow tipping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm down for a good cockfight. If you, all right, whoa, too far. Cockfight did it? I didn't think. Okay, all right. I didn't think that was the line. All right. Nah, I grew up poor, but I didn't realize I was growing up poor until I was an adult, and I was still poor. And I was like, okay, this is residual. This is rollover poor. This is generational broke. One of the reasons I didn't realize I was poor is because my mom always threw great parties. But then looking back at it, when you poor, you throw a party, it's never just your party. Like yeah, it was my birthday, but it was also Kiki's baby shower, you know? You know what I'm saying? I'm arguing with Kiki over toys. Like, nah, this ain't 6+. He's not even here yet. This can't be his toy. She trying to hoard and everything. Sorry. It hurt a little bit, right? You felt it? I was like, I wanted my Legos. No, I had a graduation, but my Uncle Brandon had just got out of jail too. So we both posing with our certificates and shit. Like, well, they both proud of all of us, you know what I'm saying? Our uncle's giving us both the same $20 in handshakes. Like, what, you gonna go to barber school after this? Like, I don't know. That's crazy. Nah, but I went to school for acting. That was like my thing. After I got done with high school, I went to college for acting, and then but I don't have an agent, so I moved out here, and I got like self-submit for all the acting roles in LA, which is it's a task, right? And then they have like this comment box on there where you gotta like pitch and sell yourself and everything. So like if it says football player, I'll be like, I did this in college, prior experience. If it says basketball player, I'm like, relax, you don't want no smoke, you know. What the fuck you mean basketball player, nigga? Let's go. Lace up. If it say thug or gangster, I just put on black. They're like, when you free? I'm like, always. Fuck you mean? What you mean when I'm free? I told you I'm black now. You're trying to reverse us back. Okay, hold on. There was like a new role though that I never did, but I felt like I had some type of ties to it. Like I felt like I would have got there and instantly been able to do this shit. And it was an auction guest, like a person that buys things at an auction. And no, I've never been to an auction before, but I know my people used to go for a great rate. That makes some people uncomfortable because I'm on a platform and all y'all sitting down right now. Is that, there we go. There we go. All right, I knew I was dealing with real comedians. There we go. Loosen up, baby. Let's get it. Nah, but my day job, because obviously I'm not getting cast. They're not hiring. It's like, nah, we don't need a nigga right now. We good. Cut your locks. I'm like, nah. But my day job is substitute teaching, so that's what I do when the sun is up. And Southern's cool. Appreciate it. But they don't actually expect me to teach them shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got a class. It's a lot of, like, especially post-COVID, it's all Chromebooks. You know what I'm saying? They were... They load that assignment on the computer. They're like, yo, take attendance and make sure they don't kill each other. I'm like, I got you, 6'7", 6'7", I got you. And I be in there like taking attendance all gangsters so they behave for the first hour. I'm like, listen up. I'm finna call roll. Jose. All right. It fade because I can't read though, so. So by the time I get to the second name, what'd that say? I just said, you know him? Is he here? Is he here? Is that his assigned seat? That ain't what y'all say. No way she let y'all kiss all class. Y'all kiss all class together. That's his assigned seat. I thought he was Jesus. Okay. If you can't tell, all my kids Latino. I love him though. Now, one of the things that's fine about the Chromebooks is like they get like a passage of reading and then followed by a series of questions based on the reading. And every once in a while, a student will raise their hand and ask me a question, and I got to answer this question without having read the passage. So then I got to like cut my adult brain on and figure out how to use this question. So one of the questions I got recently is, based off the reading, what does the word femicide mean? And I don't know about y'all, but that was a new word to me. But I'm not new to words, you know what I'm saying? So I did what they taught us. I separated that motherfucker, right? I was like, okay, female, women, okay. Side. And I had to go through all my side words. I was like, okay, homicide, suicide, genocide. Ooh, somebody finna die. Somebody's finna die. This is dangerous. So then I look at this middle schooler and I gotta make a decision, right? Am I gonna teach him homicide, genocide, or suicide? And I went with genocide because I didn't want to plant the seed that you can end this shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to give your mom a bad day forever? You tired of Roblox, my nigga? You could just... All right. It got deep. It got hurt a little bit. All right. But I was like, okay. Genocide. We killing people for their genetic makeup. It's wrong. It's not right. And the root word fem means women. So based off that, do you think you can answer the question here? I'm trying to teach him, right? I'm trying to... He looked at me, and he shook his head no. I I was like, click B, bro. We got it right. But then I started thinking, right? Okay, so if femicide, you kill women, and then like genocide, you killing people for their genetic makeup, homicide's a murder, suicide, you kill yourself. What's it called when like a bunch of men start killing each other, right? Like, is it melicide, menicide, masticide, homicide, niggicide? My favorite is war. Okay, I thought I was gonna get a snap or something. It didn't work. All right, I thought, I tried to get poetic at the end. It didn't work. It just stick to the titty jokes. Nah, but I've been like trying to get out of teaching, and so I've been thinking like other jobs I can do. And one of the things I think I could do is like model, right? Like that's one of my goals is to model. But every time I watch a fashion show, I get mad because the person that's in the fashion show, they look at you like you an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like they. Peasants. Scoundrels, mere mortals. I'm like, hey, that's how you gonna do me? I can't see your little outfit. That's how you gonna treat me? I feel like if I get to do a fashion show, I'm coming out Game 7 NBA Finals. I'm like, dap me up, man, let's go, yeah, we better get the dub. She designed this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm shouting out people. Okay. It's too much. You can't do all that at a fashion show. So I was like, fuck it. I'll come out in character like a beast, like a man, like a... But then I started thinking, right, like a lot of the clothes we wear got a lot of rips and tears and stuff like that. So I'm worried I look like a freshly freed slave. Like, this is Harriet by Tubman. This is Harriet. Look, man, my name is Next Time. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. You can follow me everywhere at The Next Time. That's THENXTTIME. The Next Time. Thank you guys so much.
I got it right. The next time. Thank you. I need him every time. Next time, and next time, every time. Without this next performer, we wouldn't have this room going because I can't pull it together without her. And she's your comedy concierge, and we love her dearly. Let's give it up. Yes, come on. I want to see a set. Give it up for Samantha Linderman. That was just riffing.
That's crazy. No, like Mark gave me the light. Like you don't understand. Like earlier, like I definitely did time.
She did it.
I did time. I'll do my best joke. So, it all started when my mom found my computer. I fucked it up already. Oh my god!
You do it.
Guys, I took Sunday's class like 5 years ago. And I did that. You can do it. It's crazy. That's so sweet. Don't you love when people are like, this is so brave? I hate when people say that to me. Like after they've seen my set too, they're like, that was so brave. And I was like, you too. I'm so glad you came out and spent $7. Thank you so much. And you asked me to get your Uber. Thank you so much. That was so sweet. And no, I'm so glad you came out to support me. It's so funny. Earlier I said I was so happy my friends came out to support me. No, I mean, oh my God, you're so funny. You really want me to see me do a set? Guys, when me and Sunda go out together, like, it's really crazy. Like, we haven't in a minute because the world is, like, not ready for it. Everybody thinks that I'm her daughter or her lover. Which is like, I don't know, it's kind of, you know, speaks to our chemistry. It's so crazy. Daughter, lover, or I'm like your helper. People are so weird. People are so weird. People like Gen Z spot me. Today on Zoom, me, Cinda, and this lady were like on it. I can't.
Oh my God.
And I got on and she was like, your profile picture was so slay. And I was like, I woke up for this.
Okay.
Like I woke up, like I set my alarm. Like I don't want to talk about my Zoom profile picture. Like I really would rather do anything else but talk about my Zoom fucking profile picture. Have a good set. You're so funny. We'll see you next time. How many next time jokes does he get? No, you killed it, dude. You killed it. See you next time. I remember the first time I learned what see you next Tuesday means. Do you guys know what that means? You guys know. See you next Tuesday. C-U-N-T. Oh! I learned... What my dad said when we were in the car and he saw a woman driving wrong and he was like, yeah. So listen to this and I'll wrap with this. So I'm in the car with my dad yesterday. And he's, doing his thing where somebody turns wrong and he like makes a face that like lets them know that he thinks that like they are like disabled. Like he does like something like offensive with his face, like literally just his face. You can see it in his face where he's mouthing shit, slurs. Like it's like crazy. Like, so that's where I learned the C word. But I was in the car and I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, like I bet you're going to talk about this on stage. And I did. And I did. It's like, what am I supposed to do? I learned the best bad words from my dad. That's why when the kids at school curse, I'm like, you know what? It's okay. Like, when I stub my toe, I say the same thing too. Like, what am I really supposed to do? What am I really supposed to do? It's so funny. My kids are so young. I don't help them with homework like how he was talking about. Like, with mine, it's really like... It's really holding up my fingers, saying how many fingers am I holding up? Like we're really at that point, like post-COVID as well, where I'm like, if I have 10 fingers and you have 10 fingers and we put down all our fingers are gone. How many fingers left? 20. It's really scary. It's really scary. But I love them. I used to love when they call me mom. I hate when they call me mom. I hate when they touch my breasts. It's not cute! It's not cute! It's at first it's like, oh, you're a baby, and then it's like, you're up to here. Like, you're in kinder, but it's like, you just squeeze, and it's like, if your mom is still doing that with you, like, you gotta go. Like, and I looked at him and I said, you're not gonna touch me like that. Like, I really was like, done. I'm like, it's so hot out, and to have somebody squeeze your breast at work, and he's not my son. I was like, you're not going to touch me like that. And he's like, I love you, Mom. I love you, Mommy. I'm so hungry. Bubbles! Bubbles! Can you open this? It's really crazy. When you came, you understood. I've never seen you move so much. The kids are sitting down, and she's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. It was so like, it was like Usher. Like, it was like a concert, and they were like, they're like, you know what they said to one of the other teachers? They're like, so the other week I met somebody who's on TV. And they're like, who? Like, what was he? All the kids met her. They're like, I met somebody who, and I didn't say like what movie she was in or anything. Like, she was in movies and we had the microphone and it was so cute. Yeah, so I'm glad that we live in LA and I'm glad that people are doing comedy. I'm so glad that you guys got to see me extra twice. How much fun was that? And let's keep it going. First in the crinkles, everybody! Catch this Deli Diva. Catch this Deli Diva with my mom on TikTok at Deli Divas.
3, 4,
5, 6, 7,
8, 1, 2.
Ronnie the rock and roll.
You ready? Ready?
Okay. I got a toy that brings me joy when I watch him go. I turn the key and you will see him shake from head to toe. I call him Ronnie. Oh,
Ronnie.
the robot who can rock and roll. Keep it going.
All right.
Keep it going.
Oh my God.
Imagine 80 kids. Yeah.
It was insane. I was exhausted. I was so exhausted. I mean, it feels that way sometimes. But you know what I say? You can be here, you could be 4, you could be 3, or you could be 2. It says Abiba 2. I think you won. Abiba 2. Abiba 2. And here's to you. This Abiba 2.
Thank you, Sunda. Hello. So my name is Abibatu, and thank you. I disappeared for a little bit, but I'm happy I'm back. I lost my partner, last month, so I came back. And it's been a month now, so I know God wanted this to happen, and we all have our time, so I'm keeping it moving.
Right.
Thank you.
Moving.
But I got a few calls from Africa. Some uncles are calling me. Seriously, one called me and he said, you know what I think you want now? I think you need to come closer to God. I'm like, how? How do I do that? Because you really cannot be like explaining too hard. You have to make yourself soft a little bit. I'm like, so uncle, how do I do that? Well, I'll call you back about that, okay? I said, okay. And his brother called. He doesn't think I should be away from the family, but this is really what we do back home, And I remember when my dad passed away, my dad's brother comes to the city to come be with my mom. And I remember my mom was like, now when I asked my mom, she said, oh, I made another room for him and got him some food. And at night, I closed my door. Because really, they don't want you to leave the family, and his brother want me to stay in the family. I'm gonna have fun. I'm going next month for the food. So, and the business, because some uncles are like, okay, so the business you guys have, we're gonna keep it going, okay? I'm like, okay, uncle. So, but guess what? At the time for money, at this time when we're talking about the whole thing, everything is going good. But guess what? They have like 3 wives. And in Africa, if you have 3 wives, you don't only have the wives, you have the family members and the uncle and the brother, whoever saw you out there, you're spending money. So when the time for business comes for us to put money together, guess what? They all disappeared. So my mom was telling me, okay, don't listen too hard. Be strong and do what you have to do, because when time comes for money, you don't see nobody. So this is the fun thing I'm having right now. But by next month, I will know how to roll about. And it's funny, I've been living in the United States for 30 years. So now that I'm moving back home, the 2 cultures, it's sometimes funny and learn how to get back in your culture, in the Africanness of how we're doing things. Because sometimes, even when I'm driving, sometimes I'm driving my car and then I want to reverse. There's like 5 people out there telling me, make a left, make a right. And I'm uncomfortable with that because I'm so used to, you can even hit the back of a car somewhere. Everybody's so busy in the United States, So I'm like, oh God, I can't take this. Whoever is in the car is like, relax, they're just showing you the way. I'm like, okay. I need to learn how to do that. I am a nurse, and yeah, thank you. And when you were talking about Beverly Hills, I do the Beverly Centers, I do the surgery centers. They're doing nose jobs, and you cannot believe these doctors. They're old with big noses, and they're telling these young kids, "Oh my God, that's a perfect nose that you have." And I am the anesthesia nurse. I'm standing there looking at them like, "Look at you doing surgeries like that on these young kids, Yeah, I like your nose. It's a good nose you have there." It's just so crazy, man. And last week I am at work. There's this one patient who took all his psychotic medications, really. He wants to kill himself, 26-year-old. And he's laying in the bed. He took some like some Seroquel, like all the bottles. He really wants to die. And now he's in the bed. And I came from a story where slavery was a big thing to us. It's funny how when I left Africa at 16 years old, I never knew about slavery. I know we have African Americans away from Africa. We have black people in England, That's what I know, but not the slavery, really, what happens to us, And when I moved in the United States now, I really learned all the stories, And being in the United States has taught me a lot about for example, at work, all my house supervisor, her name is Sherry. Guess what? The charge nurse, all of them, their names are Sherry. the charging us them, the telemetry charging us, the ICU charging us, and I'm looking at them like, don't you notice something is wrong with this? Everybody's name is Sherry, you know? So these are all the little things that doesn't make sense that we're going through right now. But guess what? We have to talk about the war. I cannot stand on stage and not talk about the war, what's going on right now, the killing that is going on, you know. I don't know what we have to do, but this is old people's mentality, you know. We do not think like this anymore. But this is how slavery happens and Hitler happens and nobody said a word. So we really have to not be silent, and I cannot have a stage like this and I don't talk about it, you know. Yeah, I'm very sorry in the way you think, but our generation, even in Africa, you know, our leaders, the way they're treating us back home. There's a place right now in Senegal where this in Europe, they bought a big land and they don't want no Africans to go in that restaurant. Oh, wow. Yeah. So it's like a mentality that is going on that we cannot allow. You know, we cannot allow that to happen. So it's impossible for me to be on the stage and don't talk about the war. Let's keep this fire burning. It's really nice meeting you all. Okay? And you can find me at the LA School of Comedy. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Oh, I love these shoes.
Thank you.
I need them for my looks.
Like the heels.
I thought you were going to help me up, nurse. I'm kidding. Look at this. That's adorable, this shirt.
So cute, I was saying.
She's always wearing my clothes. Where are you running off to? He's running away from me. How could you do that? All right. Where is my friend Ang? On. Okay, on. Is Ann or on? On. I'm good, right? Yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you. I'm on. I'm off.
Thank you, everyone. This is my first time doing this. I don't really, what happened when you got a divorce and got your heart broken 3 times in 2 weeks, you know? you do weird shit. And talking about divorce, so what happened was last year, my wife and I, we were together for 13 years. You know, we not together anymore. And I remember after we separated, my mom would call me basically almost every other day, and she'd be like, you know, Rhea is not that white, right? And then she hung up. I'm like, okay. And then she called me again. She's like, you know that she's really good looking for a white person, right? And I'm like, okay. And she hung up. And then she called me again, and she was like, I dream about her. Did you talk to her, Sin? And I'm like, okay. I don't think you are taking this divorce very well. I think you might need some, take a break, And and then after that, I remember, I went on the dating app because, I was like, you know what, I need some, self-esteem boost, after the I need some confidence. And then I did not, I remember before I done all this, my ex would look at me and she basically like, you need to see some therapy. You need some, you girls need to see some therapists. And you know what happened? I did. I saw 2 therapists, but I kind of didn't understand what she meant, what clinical. And not, go on date with them. So that will happen, It's hard. I mean, it's hard being Asian, communication. Well, maybe that's why we are divorced, And just so you know, I'm Vietnamese. I'm Asian, and if you guys haven't seen a Vietnamese Asian before, we are kind of exotic, But then recently, my friend was telling me, she was like, "You actually don't have an accent on. I think you have speech impediment." And I was like, "Oh, wonderful! Now I can't even say that I have an exotic accent. Now I'm fucking disabled. Wonderful! This is not helping at all." And so it's kind of like sad that now my friend think that I'm depressed, and I'm like, no, like the divorce is a good thing, it's not like I'm losing out on anything, right? It's like, I mean, at one point my ex did look at me and say that I have fell in love with someone else. I'm like, oh, sad. And then she told me what ChatGPT, and I'm like, oh, okay, not so sad at all, okay, good for you, do what you need to do to make yourself happy, I'm very supportive, And and so well, here I am today. And then I, like because I got my heart broken a couple of times, so I tend to do crazy things as like I get like new outfit, like got new hairstyle, got a tattoo, become a vegetarian. Yeah, I think become a vegetarian quite hurt on my family and my friend because they were like, what happened to you, Juan? Like, are you sure about this? Is this, are you sure this is what you want to do with your life? And I'm like, what the heck, man? Like, it's healthy, and my mom take it very hard. And then she keep asking me about have contact my ex, and she have not let that go yet. And then, I think the one thing that I learned from all this experience is that luckily I am not physical, I'm not a masochist physically, because I did not like my tiny little tattoo. That 12 second of pain was horrible. But however, got my heart broken 3 times by 3 different women, not my ex. This is probably a problem with being a lesbian. You fall in love a little bit too fast, and so I found I'm actually might have been properly what I call that mentally masochist because I like the emotional pain and not the physical pain. And so now I'm at least I'm going out there, right, doing new things, seeing kind of not really people, a little bit traumatized on the woman front because I have not been in the quote unquote dating game, especially in this climate where people don't really know who they are, what they are, even saying she, he, it's hard, it's difficult, and I have been in a relationship for 13 years, and so I, the last kind of person that I date whom told me that, I don't really know, I think they were suggesting that they didn't want to be in a, what do you call that, a situationship, and then my friend told me, I did not, my friend told me, it's have been a while since you date. Thing changed now, and I'm like, well, yeah, but commitment is the same. I don't really understand, what the difference. But hey, at least I can say one thing: if you're gonna get your heart broken by hot people. It's been embarrassing. If you're crying and your friend will like, are you okay? And they want to see whoever break your heart picture, and be real embarrassing. You whip that phone now, and they look at them, and they're like, good for you, but hey, at least you can brag about it, So thank you so much. I don't know how many minutes that was, because this is my first time doing this. Thank you, guys.
Where can we find you on social media? Go back.
On Instagram, I guess. My handle name is WestF05. WHAVS.
I like that. There you go. Fancy. She's fancy over here, huh? Oh my God, she's real chipper. Let's give it up for the comedy of Nolan Skipper. Where is he? Where are you, Nolan? Skipper. Hey, man. Oh man, you're looking tall today. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. He has to pose. It's from Jersey. He has to.
How you guys doing? That was my mating ritual. I didn't even peep. I went to Aruba just the past weekend. I'm tired. I was doing my rating ritual in the airport. I was stretching for the bitches. All 36 of them in my exit row. A lot of older women. I love them. That's my next goal. I'm trying to get me a 40-year-old with a good credit score and good health care. So I ain't got a lot written down. I'm tired. I came here because I want to see my friends and my beautiful faces here. Because it's my family now. And also, I wanted to come here to chill out and get my mind off things because you would think going to Aruba was fun. And it was. But I went there because my cousin had a birthday. He's my favorite cousin, but he's also my worst enemy. You ever have that cousin that you just love the most, but they piss you the fuck off, bro? And I feel like we haven't gone better, and like we're the same age, the exact same age. I was born 1999, he's born 2000. We're like 2 months apart. So he's a bitch because I'm 90s baby. He's not. Y'all find crackheads out there? The scary ass crackheads. So yeah, he's turned 26. I've been 26 for over 4 months. You had her go outside and get the water bottles?
What one?
Yeah, later though. So yeah, he had me in Aruba and stuff. Appreciate you. That's for his 26th birthday. We both 26 now. We're both family. We happy. We're 26. Yay. 1 year closer to death. We went on vacation, and I don't know if you guys know, but I'm from Jersey. And we went on vacation with my aunts because it's a family vacation. So I don't know how you guys will picture this, but basically it's like going on vacation with another person who acts just like me, but light skinned, he's an asshole, and then go on vacation with two of my aunts who act just like Sunda. So you can imagine the airplane ride is very, very entertainment. So when we get there, Aruba's fun. I never traveled to tropical places. I always travel other places. So it's my first time ever going somewhere hot. This is cool, right? So I'm getting baked by the sun. The beach is nice. The bitches is bad. They're bad and they're old. And that was a different mix for me. Like, usually if you see a lot of bad bitches, they walk by and they got no clothes on, acting like hoes. But these were like 50-year-olds, still no clothes on, still acting like hoes. But I was like, God damn, they look good as fuck. I ain't gonna hold you. And they had real designer on. Don't play with them for me. I want to go back just for that shit. I didn't pay for one goddamn drink my whole time there. And they wasn't easy either. Like, I couldn't take them home. Like, they just bad bitches. They just had money in their pocket like that. What else I want to talk about? I actually wrote some stuff down for the first time. It's not all that, just some stuff that I wanted to get off my chest while I was in Aruba. Some random thoughts. Come in. I like what you guys did on my set, because I'm not really that nervous about anything. As long as you're not a crackhead, I'll probably ask you for no money. Look, they whispering. Women and coffee, let's talk about that. You guys only drink coffee because you guys want something sweet as soon as you fucking wake up. Y'all not slick. No matter if you're skinny, anorexic, fat, whatever, I don't body shame, I love all my bitches. But you guys all wake up and be like, I could go for a frappuccino with extra vanilla sweet cream. I know some of y'all gonna say too, some of y'all shaking your heads right now talking about, I like coffee, I need to wake up. You're a fucking liar, because if they left the cold foam out your coffee, you go back over there and get mad as hell with the Batista, wouldn't you? So that's dumb. And don't worry, I got E for everybody, I got jokes for everybody. So next is men in video games. That's just soft porn. I've only been playing video games for better part of a year now, because I only play this one game called Marvel Rivals. I'm a nerd. I'll keep that straight up. I love Marvel, I love Spider-Man, Iron Man, all that shit. Thank you. See, that's one person in class, that's how you know I'm a fucking nerd. I fuck with that. But I'm not a gamer, though. It's my only game I play. I didn't know. When I was growing up, we had 2K. We had, Grand Theft Auto. We had, what's some other black games? I don't even know. Oh, COD. It was guns and swords and men blowing each other up. Nowadays, they got titties and ass and still niggas blowing each other up. It's crazy out here. You guys don't really play games. You're just playing porn. You're not slick. Who else getting some today? Gay men in gyms. Some jokes write themselves. I'm not gonna lie, you guys are creeps. I know what you guys are doing. I know you guys are looking at me right now like, I don't go to the gym to scare other men. You're a fucking liar, because if I seen one thick baddie squatting and spot another thick baddie, I'm gonna have to wear jeans to gym. So I know you guys are lying too. Not a good one? All right, put that one back on the page. I said, that was not the good one.
No. Look at the thing.
You know what I got? Mothers whose kids don't look like them.
Oh boy.
Kidnappers is what I call you guys. It's just so funny because my mother's Hispanic and I'm a little black kid. So every time we walk around somewhere, it's like, Section 8, Blind Side. Or anybody watch Timothy Green growing up? Nah, that's a white movie. I ain't gonna hold you. I liked it. No, but I know which one you're talking about. See, we're just too Hispanic for to get that joke. That one's going back in the chamber too. Who else we got? We got dads whose daughters look just like them. That shit is crazy. You ever see a baddie who like a daddy? That should be killing you, because my thing is like, they be bad, they be pretty, they be so sexy, and then like you love hitting that shit, and then you meet the dad one time, and you're like, fuck, bro. Like, I don't know, like, you making me gay by association? I don't get it. And then the dad is always handsome too, so I'll be like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? This family's fucking annoying. It's never an ugly dad make a beautiful baby girl. It's always a really handsome jack motherfucker for no reason at 45 years old having baddies for no fucking reason. Now, my baddie had blue eyes. And no, she wasn't white, she's black. I know some of you snow players out here. For California, you guys play in the snow a lot. I'm going to give you that much.
He said, yeah, look at him. I don't even know what race you are for you to be saying yeah like that. You know what? You got it, big dog. One thing about snow bunnies, they be having so many different coaches and chokeholds, bro. I've been in the military for 6 years. I've met a lot of different races, from Filipino to Chamorro. Y'all don't know what the fuck a Chamorro is. I went to all these different countries. When you go, you can go to every single country. You go to the nearest club. There is a dude in there from that island who wants to only fuck white women.
Right. Right.
That's some colonizing shit, yeah. Like I can't lie. Like I want that type of power in my own life. I want to go to different countries and be like, come here for me. It only works in Japan. Look, the Asians start laughing. Chill out. No red light yet? Damn. What else I got? Oh, back to my aunties being in Aruba going on the flight. So yeah, we had 2 Sundas. There we go. And I love my aunties. And real quick with this. So we in Aruba, and my aunties, they're the best people in the world. New Jersey people will always be your fans. It's just not nice. So the whole entire time, my aunts is gassing me up because they see all these bitches looking at me and they see me playing game that I. But my aunts are also old-fashioned New Jersey black women. So they also call me gay on the side a little bit. For every which way. And I'm gonna tell you why, because I'm a fashion man, you know? I know you can't tell, I came from school, I'm trying to be a teacher, so I dress a little bit casual. I try just like a preacher. I be thinking of that sometimes. I be like, let's go Christian today. But at Aruba, you know, I'm a bad bitch, so I'm over here with like pink shirts on, my buttons all down, trying to show the 6-pack that I just did crunches for. And my aunts are like, you look so silly. You know that's code word for. So we going back and forth. I'm bringing bitches over here. They like, oh, that's my nephew. I go back over here with my shorts too tight because I went to the water. They like, that's not my nephew. I'm just like, all right. You gotta pick a side. I'm making them vicarious. You feel me? All right, I think that's my last show. I appreciate you guys. Have a good night. Welcome. Gods Nolan, GODSNOLIN. Find me on Instagram. Keep it on Instagram. Love you guys, and my mom real quick.
I love Aruba. Oh my God. It's the only place that I felt like I fit in. Right?
I bet you did.
I mean, think about it. Where are there people that look like us? And
oh, you know what? There were a lot of people who look just like you.
they look just like me, and they speak Spanish.
Puerto Rican bags with color
New
eyes.
Orleans too.
And yet New Orleans is different.
You would pass for someone.
Oh man, over there is different, man.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
mix French and you know.
I was called a red bone, and I was really confused
Haven't heard that in a minute.
because I was thinking of the group dun 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 dun. Remember Redbone? No, you don't remember Redbone? I was called a red bone. What else was
Oh
I called?
yeah, the opening for Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's what I was about to say too.
Really?
Well, that's our generation. That's how we learned that song.
I am the voice of Warcraft. How dare you talk about generations? All right. I haven't played it, but was it scary? Warcraft? Was it scary? I didn't let my kids watch it. I thought they would lose respect for me.
No, it was fun game.
Because maybe they could kill me in the game. You know what I mean? I've been very paranoid since, like, they're kidnapping old people now. Well, seriously.
Not true.
No, really. When they thought this guy was flirting with me at the Bristol Farms, they said, no, he could be kidnapping me. They might think that, you know, my boobs are real. All right. It's terrible when they ask you that, a mammogram, when they say, you know, I have to ask you this. I'm thinking she's asking a man or a woman, and she says, I have to know if these are implants. I said, don't you think I'd get my money back? If you want cleavage, I got to bend over. That's how bad it is, man. But you know something? I don't have that kind of twang, but I'm going to bring up my friend Shemaya Bang. Let's do this.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Give it up for yourselves for being here. Yes, that's right. My name is Shemaya Bang Weinstein. That's right, baby. No relation to Harvey Weinstein. That's right. I hear you laughing. Now, Harvey was the freak off for the film industry, like Diddy is for that music, baby. That's right. But me, I'm just a Bang from Bangladesh. You know where Bangladesh is from? Hey, you laughing. I bet you do. You look like you got the Asian connect, baby. That's right. Yeah, so when I tell people I'm from Bangladesh, you too, you look Asian. Like, we're South Asian. It's an Asian thing. thing. So I get really offended when people make Asian jokes because they don't expect it. And then when they make Jewish jokes, I really get offended. We'll get into that later. But when I tell people from Bangladesh, they really look at me like, bang what? Bang where? Bang who? So I say, Tuikas Amike, E Beta Janusna, Amishe Mao Shamaya, bang bang. And that really throws people off. And they think it's a 9-minute Nas beat going on with no hooks, just bars and verses. That's it, baby. Yeah, and I love Nas. I moved out here from New York. You guys are very serious, so let's take it to some New York jokes. We'll get a little dark if you guys are so dark. So I came out here from New York recently, 2019. For me, that's recent. Yes, during the pandemic. And after moving out here, I really realized what becoming homeless was about. Like, my jokes is all about being homeless. I don't look like a homeless person, right? But what does a homeless person look like these days, right? And anybody could become homeless. It's like typecasting, method acting, baby, right? Some days you gotta sleep in your car. Some days you lucky if you have a bed. That's right. Jesus is mad at me, so that's why we were on the verge of homeless, me and my husband, pretty much. You know, yeah, that's right. I've been married. I'm with my husband for 13 years. That's right. Marriage is hard, baby. Marriage is hard. Gay or straight, marriage is hard. Remind me of Abishola, girl. Abishola over there. Doesn't matter what color you are, right? But when you love somebody, you got to hold it down. So when they told my husband that, like, you know, you're getting older, you know, you can't work anymore, maybe your wife should go out there and work. I said, okay, I'm going to go back to work. I've been on my back for 13 years, baby. That's right. On my knees, too. And now I got to get on my 2 feet. I said, all right, I got a plan. I'm going to go and get me a job on my 2 feet. So one person said to me, Jesus said, I should go flip burgers at Wahlburgers. I said, are you crazy? Do I look like the type to flip burgers? If anything, I'm going to be flipping that ass. And somebody told me that maybe this pole should be like a stripper pole. So I'll do whatever it takes, baby, to make that money, right? And then today was such a beautiful day, so I decided to go for another job. Guess what I did? I was washing my car. So I'm thinking about doing a high sexy fi comedy show car wash. That's right, baby. So you know, I don't even know how to pump my own gas. I don't know how to wash my car. I used to live in Beverly Hills, and they threw my ass out. And I live across the street now because my landlord was a racist, an anti-Semite, straight up and down. She wanted me evicted on Hanukkah, baby, on Hanukkah. That's right. And then they said on Purim, that's the day we just celebrated like 2 weeks ago, you got to go. I said, well, how am I going to leave on Christmas, on Ramadan, on like Rosh Hashanah, any high holidays? How are you going to expect me to move when it's a high holidays? I can't even use my phone, let alone call somebody to help me to move the fuck out. Anyways, I did it, girl. I did it with the help of the city of Beverly Hills. Yes. She said, you need any help? Just call this number. We will keep the peace. So I told my landlord, yeah, come on over. I'm ready. And we was ready, baby. We was ready. And I was ready to show. I was like, yeah, honey, come let me show you my house. She's like, ain't y'all, honey? I said, so what you want to be? And mind you, this is, my landlord is Bollywood Slumdog Millionaire. And now I'm here in Hollywood Slumdog Landlord, bitch. What? She got crazy. Did you get that? Like, did you get that? So Bollywood is where India is at, right? So they had Slumdog Millionaire. They made all that money in Hollywood, and now I'm out here in Hollywood, from Bollywood, and my landlord is an Indian, a Hindu. You would think that the people that will go against me would be the blacks, the Mexicans, especially when I say I'm banging, then you would be thinking blood, crip, what we banging, bitch, what we banging, Democrat, Republican, like you gotta really identify who you are, he, she, them, her. So I gotta identify that I'm Jewish, so stay in your lane. Speaking of Bollywood to Hollywood, anybody watch the Oscars? What an amazing show. You know, Anthony B. Jordan got his first award. What a big moment. Yes, baby. That's right. I feel proud. I feel like an Israelite that left Africa, bitch. That's right. When he got it, I felt like my people got it. So then when I saw this other gentleman, he comes on stage and he talk about free such and such. What we talking about? We're here to talk about creating. Why not create peace? Why not create love? Like, we already got people dying out there. What you talking talking about be who we freeing, the women and the girls. Because if we letting them women out and let the hijabs go, I'm all for it, okay? Because I was raised as a Muslim. So when then I see this other shorty next to him smoking, Priyanka Chopra, I was like, yo, isn't your boss an Israelite, a Jewish Israeli man cutting your check? So why don't you stand up and say, free the people, free everybody, free India, free Bangladesh, let's get some hygiene up in there, some pads and condoms, educate the women. Let's just stick to your own kind. So before you start freeing other people, free your own kind. And me, I'm starting right here in New York and in LA, in America, baby. That's right. I'm trying to free my people. I know it got really, really heavy, and then y'all are laughing, but I had to make a motherfucking statement because I was really pissed off. I'm ready to write to the academy. You look like you've been living here a long time, right, Abishola? Right, Abishola? I'm gonna call you Abishola. Right, when we got people that live here, Africans, Mexicans, Indians, we are Americans. Why can't we eat? Why y'all gotta go to India, to London, to all over the world and find these people when we can help the people right here? Right. Amen. Can we get a clap for that? Struggling actors? What y'all say, right? That's right. They shouldn't let me out. So let me tell you. So when my husband's friend told them to give me a job, I said, y'all made a motherfucking problem because I got a lot of shit to say. Especially when I died and I undied recently, I came back from the dead with kidney stones. This shit was like life-changing. So when I came back, I said, I'm going to come back with the mission. They put this thing inside of me. I was walking around with this tampon thing up inside of my third hole. You know, you got the third eye? I got a third hole, bitch. We all do. You probably don't even know it. Men and women, we all got 3 holes, right? So when they pulled that out of me, I said, when I come back from the dead, I'm going to be a changed woman. And here I am, baby. Here I am at the LA School of Comedy. And thank you so much. Thank you. I actually did my first show at the Ha Ha Comedy Club. It was amazing. And I'm so grateful to Sundra for allowing me the opportunity and believing in me. And this Sunday, I got booked again for the Ice House, the main room. I can't believe it. Like, it's happening, baby. It's happening. People want to hear my story. And please, out there, Muslim, Jewish, it doesn't matter, Christian, you guys got to show the love right now. It's about peace, okay? Because I don't want to see nobody else dying, okay? Period. Thank you. You can find me on Shamaya Bang on TikTok and Instagram, SHUMAYABANG. Thank you very much. Thank you to Sundra.
Where do you feed them?
Thank you.
I love them. I look like Married with Children. I just love those things. Don't you love them? Who did I not forget? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I call your name yet? I didn't, did I? Whose book is this?
Me.
Oh, you got me thinking, what am I doing now? Are you ready?
Oh no, I'm like the one in 169. I just.
I know, but you're just gonna say hello and introduce yourself. Come on, yeah, come on. Yes, come on.
Man,
It's a conversation.
Oh, this is a little too low, like my standards. Hold on, let me. It's okay. It's not that funny. Mark, I just want to say your set was fucking hilarious. In our culture, we have something called Bengay. Try it. You'll save a few $100. Anyway, I love what you do. Nursing's great. Please don't tell my mom. I want to get out of this. Is this on? Sorry, I don't know how to use a mic. I usually sing. It's a culture thing.
You can start singing. That worked too.
No. There's a reason why I'm here, right? Nice to meet you. She was the friendliest one. And you, Sam. I love Sam. 2 sets? Yeah. Man, I can't. Sorry, I usually suck in my stomach. I'm in between sizes right now. You really just fortified how much I can't date New York women. That shit was fierce. I will not fuck with you. I promise. I'm actually from Jersey. I really wanted to talk to this guy. But Seaside, actually. You can actually see my house on that little commercial. It's crazy. It's burnt down, but like you can still see the house. But yeah, I was told by HR last week that my jokes can be a little offensive.
Do it.
I can't. But that's why I'm here. They said maybe if this doesn't work out for you, maybe take your joke somewhere else. So I said, okay, you know what? I will.
I saw the prices for here. My credit score is the same price, which is crazy. So I will come back to you eventually, okay? Eventually. But that's really it. A tight 2, that's all I can last. Oh, my name. It's Keith. I finally got it. I learned that you can cheat taxes with an LLC. So I just started putting my name on everything. It's not financial advice, but that's it. Oh, where you can find me? Not in that hospital that rhymes with UCLA. But you can find me at Keith Bebot at Gmail? No, sorry, don't email me. Instagram. But that's it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for the mic back.
You're amazing. How do I just...
You got it.
Okay, thank you.
See how easy that was?
I peed a little.
A little bit. Okay, so now we are going to give it up. Okay, did you guys, everybody paid yet? Okay, just want to make sure. All right, Eventbrite. Okay, great. Right, hey, we're trying to keep this place open, and there's only one way that we can do that. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. I need you on the stage so I can laugh and I can pee. Where'd he go? There he is, yes! Yes, a boy named Sue. Thank you.
Oop, you okay?
Yes. Now.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. I'm going to do a little something called reading out of a book. I haven't done that most of my life. I don't know why, but when I used to pick books or CDs, I just looked at whatever was on the cover. And if what was on the cover interested me, I'd check it out. Didn't really matter what it was. Actually, one of the most interesting CDs I ever bought was from a band called Lacuna Coil. It had a big old sunflower on it. I grow sunflowers, so I was like, oh shit, I wonder how this sounds. It was a band from, I believe they were from Sweden, if I'm not mistaken, and I get to see them at Ozfest when I was in high school. It's fucking amazing. I just sat there staring at them like, whoa, holy shit. And I knew some of their words because I used to listen to the words while I was working out, so I'm sitting there doing shoulder rolls like, set me free, your heaven's alive. Like, oh, okay. And then I'm singing it in the crowd, and they're looking at me like, there's an American who's singing our music, and everyone else is just sitting there like, turn this shit off. I was just sitting there like, whoa, yeah, oh, man, I like this song. Okay, and all right, excuse me. So, not recently, like probably about a year ago, I got off drugs because Ozempic was killing me. I was fucking vomiting at the smell of fried chicken. They were like, oh, you're eating the wrong... I said I smelled it, doctor. I didn't say I fucking ate it. I walked past it, and they were like, well, then you're just picking the wrong things. Don't you know that water is an option? When did I say water? I said chicken. Okay, cool. So what about if it's grilled? It just has to be the right thing. If you vomit it, obviously it's just the wrong thing. You're not eating the right things. Are we using our mind, Mr. Salcedo? I don't know. I guess not. So I'll try something else. So what happens? Well, look, you can have a little bit of it. So I went to Wiener Schnitzel. Okay. I ate a fucking half of a chili cheese dog, and I run outside and I'm barfing up like 3 weeks worth of food. And my son's like, Dad, it was half a chili cheese dog. What the fuck? So I guess it was flushing more shit out of my system. I don't know. Thank you, Ozempic. Didn't feel nice, and it felt like I think I got constipated, so it was coming out of my mouth, because I don't know, possibly some shit like that. I used to have problems with spelling, and not just like, oh, his learning disability spelling stuff. No. I got in trouble one time at school for writing. They said, what did you do this weekend? So I said, I had a horror movie marathon, but I spelled it with a W. So they were like, you're watching adult films? And I was like, no, like Jason, Michael Myers. And they're like, oh, honey, that's H-O-R-R. What? Are you sure it's not W-H? No, that's not the way it's spelled. Oh, sorry. I didn't know that. Another thing besides Ozempic, I noticed the biggest fucking reason that I've lost so much weight is because people keep giving me the fucking runaround about everything. Son of a bitch. You gotta go here, and then you gotta go there. And okay, I'll be back. And they're like, did you lose another weight size? Well, you sent me over there, and then I came back here, and you see that I'm fucking sweating. Like, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to smell like carnitas. It just fucking happened. I didn't even sizzle yet. That's just... Sorry. I did use deodorant. It just didn't work that well. Okay. So, I also, in watching the movie The Longest Yard, I used to laugh when Terry Crews would pop out with like his McChickens or something. He'd be like, "You're working like a real McAsshole." Well, that shit made me laugh because when I was a kid, I thought about making money. Check this out. I thought about making money. So I went to fucking McDonald's in the morning on our fucking early day. I think I bought like, it was like 22 something worth of chicken, worth of the sausage McMuffins. 2 for 2 back then. It wasn't 2 for 2. It was 2 for 2 plus fucking tax. So I was sitting there and they're like 22 cents, and I was like, "Sir, I know what 2 plus 2 is, and 2 times fucking 10 is 20." And he was like, "What about taxes?" I was like, "What the fuck are taxes?" He was like, "You know the shit that you pay when you're paying for things." No, that is the price. So see, look, 2 1 for 2 2 for 2 5, and then another you carry. See, it's 20, and he goes, "And the taxes." What the fuck are the taxes? I didn't know what the fuck taxes were for a long time. I was like, "What the fuck? Okay, sure, yeah, taxes." So every time I go to buy something, you got the right amount of money? Are you positive? Do you have the right amount? I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. I got 20, and my dad would be like, 20, where are you going? To the movies? Yeah, you got the right amount of money. All right, kid. What? Are you just going to sit there and stare at the fucking screen? Yeah, why not? What do you mean, why not? What do we do when we go to the movies? Eat popcorn and shit, so you don't want none of that? I mean, if I have to not, I'll just sit there and fucking watch. I don't care. Or what if I sneak in a fucking bottle of soda? Can I sneak in a bottle of soda? And he was like, yeah, sure. Knowing you, it'll pop in your pocket. It popped in my fucking pocket. I don't know how that shit happened. I was like, I swear I didn't realize that was in there, but it didn't matter because I still got to watch the movies. Let me see. How many people in here like to eat steak? Anybody know? Yes, a little bit. All right. I was a semi-slow kid. Not slow because I couldn't run, but I got tired of getting freaking those inner thigh rashes from stupid boxers and all that crap, so I'd be running all like, oh, what the fuck is that? What are you doing? But so one day my dad goes, why can't you catch that kid? And I was like, because he's skinny. You can't fucking catch him. Like, look at him. He's fucking runs like the wind. And he was like, so what the fuck does that mean? Every time that we call for the fucking dinner bell at the family parties, you run like a motherfucker. I what? And okay, cool. So just imagine there's a piece of steak on that kid's back. When I swear to God, they'll never get away. Said, no way. Okay, cool. I'm on defense and we're fucking running, and the kid gets the ball and a steak, boom, pow, and fucking lay his ass out. And everybody's, oh, what just, hey, dog, you couldn't even fucking run the mile back in middle school. How the fuck? What did you just do? I was like, I imagine there was a piece of steak on him. Oh my God. Shut the no, food. Shut up, dog. Please don't say that. I said, it's the truth. Fuck. Hey, coach, tell him that the quarterback's got a steak next time. And he was like, what? So they'd be yelling that shit out. Susie, get Susie in here. So we played up against this one team, and the varsity lost, and the fucking freshman lost. I was on the JV. We didn't win, but we did tie. And it was hilarious because I don't think we beat them for, I don't know if it was like 5 or 6 years straight at that point. And they're like, oh, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna stop them? And they were like, send in the fatty, get Susie out there, Susie. Start running out there, and everybody used to call me RoboCop because I had this massive ass fucking helmet. Looked all like, oh shit. Everybody was, do you know how big you look with that on? You look weird. Fool, you're gonna go up and serve crime or some shit, dog? I was like, I don't know. But anyways, get out there, and they're all giggling. Oh, it's the kid. Look, what's he gonna do? Sit on us? He's gonna sit on us, dog. So they yell hike. Nobody moved. They go, get him, Susie. He's got a steak. I go right up the center. Pop! And all of a sudden, their whole team starts pushing this way, and one of the guys goes, "They want to steal your steak, dog!" Just fucking pushed forward so hard, flopped on him, and I felt bad. I helped pick him up. "Get the fuck off me! You don't touch me!" And that was the end. They go, "Yeah, we tied." Everyone got excited. I was like, "You guys are happy for a tie?" Hey, dog, varsity lost, and so did freshmen. We fucking tied, bro. Do you know how many years it's been? I was like, oh, shit. Okay, well, anyways, thank you guys. That's my time for the evening. You guys have yourself a great night. Thank you, Cinda. Thank you, LA School of Comedy.
Oh, thank you. Where's your son? Where the hell do you think you're going? You're not going anywhere. You're not moving. You're not moving. You're not moving because we have somewhere to go with the comedy of the one and only Leo Kato. Let's do this.
Sorry, my bad. I'm like being so Asian right now. Thanks, you guys.
How you guys all doing tonight? Good? Good energy. Yeah, man, you know, I'll talk about something my friend told me to talk about. It's like the first time I really talk about it on stage. But I was like, fuck it, right? You know, like, I'll say this right now. I mean this down the deepest heart of my soul. Fuck Dallas, Texas. I fucking hate Texas. Not Texas, just Dallas. You know, this is cool, you know. But, dude, I went to Dallas, Texas once, and I was there with some friends. We, took a road trip, right? And then, long story short, we go to a disco club. And I meet this really hot, like, cowgirl, right? And I'm like, awesome, it's a hot cowgirl. You know, we're both getting shit-faced, we're drinking, we're dancing on the floor, start making out. And she says something to me every guy likes to hear at the club. She's like, she looks at me, she's like, "So you wanna fuck?" Right? And I had, like, fucking 6 vodkas, 2 Coronas, and a Modelo, but who's counting? Right? So then, like, and I get kind of nervous because I'm just, like, really fucked up. Any guy who gets really fucked up, you kind of get nervous if you're going to be able to do the deed, right? And I tell my boy mixing this, I'm like, dude, I'm mixing, like, I'm kind of really fucked up right now. This girl wants to fuck, right? But she's away, right? And he's like, "It's all good, man. I'm going to give you something." And I'll say this as a confession, he gave me a dick pill, alright? I don't use them on a regular basis. I want to get that out of the way right now. But I was desperate, so I was like, alright, I'll take the dick pill. Because like that one guy said, Asian guys like fucking white pussy. Right? And then so I take it, right? And I'm over there, I'm all confident and shit. I start drinking even more, like, yeah, fucking, I got a pill in me, whatever, right? And then, like, we were dancing a little bit more before we go out to the door. She's like, and I'm like, "Hey, how about your friend? You want to watch out for your friend?" And we going to her apartment. She's like, "I don't worry about it. Just do it, man. I'm white trash." And I'm like, "Fuck yeah, right?" Go to her car, make out. And then I, like, literally get so fucked up, I pass out. Like, I literally block out drunk, just like, while we're kind of getting our clothes off and everything, I have my shirt off, and I'm in her passenger car, and she's in her driver car. She calls the police.
Wow.
Yeah, she calls the police, and then when I wake up, right, she calls the police, and she tells me she calls the police. I get really nervous, and I get out of the car, and I have, like, my shirt off, and then, like, I have, like, a freaking, like a boner right now, right, walking around the streets of Dallas, Texas, and the cops come right when I'm getting out of the car. So they get me for public intoxication. They get me for public intoxication. I'm walking with a fucking boner and, like, a shirt off, and I'm like fucking like this, like, dude, it's not you, cops. I'll just do it. I get thrown in the car, go to jail, right? Go to the drunk take, and I'm there, and then I'm so nervous because I'm not jail material. You know, everyone knows in, like, jail, you know, like, Asian guys are not really known for intimidating forces in jail. Right, so anyways, I'm like kind of I'm like yelling at myself because I'm so nervous. I'm like, dude, I don't want to go to prison. I don't want to go to prison. And then one guy in some other place says, like, "Shut the fuck up! You're not going to prison. You're in jail right now." I was like, because I didn't know the difference. So I was like, oh shit, okay, I'll shut the fuck up, man. I'll shut the fuck up. And then someone else, some other place, he was like, I'm not trying to be homophobic, all right? He was a gay dude. I could tell because he had, you know, the voice. And even he's telling me, he's like, "Yeah, stop being a little bitch." I'm like, dude, I'm in jail getting punked by a gay dude right now. Like, and we're just like over there, we start talking to each other, like, how did I get here? How did I get here? I was like, I got here because I got too drunk and I took a dick pill, and that's why I'm like this right now, and I'm here. And they're laughing at me like, "You're the only guy who's gone to jail for just because you didn't get pussy." Right? And then so I get out, whatever, pay the fees and all that shit, kind of get back to California. I tell my half-brother about it. My half-brother's like, he's really cholo. He's like the guy who kind of gets upset because the Raiders left Los Angeles. He's like, what's up, fool? Whatever, right? And then when he found out I went to jail, he's very proud of me. He's like, yeah, that's what I'm fucking talking about, man. He's telling his friends, like, this is my little brother. He don't let the whole military thing fool you. He's been to jail before, right? And then his friend starts telling his stories about jail. He's like, oh yeah, I've been to jail once before too. Then I would transfer to prison. I'm like, that's gotta be pretty rough, man. Yeah, I did what I gotta do. What you mean you did what you gotta do? He's like, I asserted my dominance on some guys. Okay, you mean you had sex? Nah, man, I'm not gay. I didn't fuck no guys. I just was showing them shit. That's pretty freaking gay. I mean, how long were you in prison for? 2 months. Yeah, man, it was like, it's funny stuff, man. I remember some of them are kind of crazy, but, on a lighter note, the other chapter of my life was in the Air Force. It was great. I liked it. The only thing I don't like about it, as soon as I knows, I got thrown in food. I was trying to go flying on planes, so I was trying to be like a pilot. I was trying to be like an engineer. Then you get put in the kitchen. And before I even went to the Air Force, I did my time in food. I did it. I did Wiener Snitch. I worked there before. I worked at the Nike sweatshop of a food place. I was actually the cashier, and I remember vividly one of the customers, she's like this lady who I don't know how she got up that morning, but she came up to the hut, and she's waiting for her boyfriend or her husband or whatever you want to call him too. They're just two blobs, right? And then the lady, I remember, she said the funniest thing a fat person could say to me. She's like, excuse me, I would like a family meal. And what do you want, dear? I was like, that is like VIP fat, dude. Only VIP fat. I don't even think it's fat people. I've known some fat girls in my life. Whatever, I don't care. But dude, this is a whole different level of like, order a family meal and then ask the person next to you, what do you want? And they got 2 Diet Cokes. So I'm like, yeah, the Diet Cokes are gonna fix all that shit. I don't know what you've been watching. And then I worked at Chick-fil-A too. Chick-fil-A was so funny because the one customer I remember vividly was a Canadian lady, and she got very upset because like we ran out of Polynesian sauce. And I'm thinking to myself, this is very meta right now. I'm an Asian dude born in the U.S. So I'm American, and there's this foreigner white lady upset about some Asian sauce, and we're talking about it right now. She's like, how the fuck does that happen, eh? I'm like, all right, I didn't know you could make fuck sound so polite, but I was like, dude, we have no Polynesian sauce. How the fuck does that happen? Because X amount of people came and we only had Y amount of fucking sauce, and then she left, right? But the funniest part was she left, and I got so upset because I'm in high school. In high school, you have no filter. I was like, on my headset, I was like, dude, you fucking foreigners, right? And I said it in the thing, and so the next person that came was some surfer dudes from like Huntington Beach, and they were laughing at me because they found out an Asian guy hates foreigners. Because they expect this a white dude, so a guy with a trucker hat on, but I'm like this Asian guy, like, fucking foreigners. Fucking Canadians. Canadians don't like it when you say that shit, though. It's kind of funny, though. You're like that's a cool thing about being like an Asian dude in the U.S. Born here, you can like go look down at other countries, even though you're not fully white American, right? People will tell you this. Any Mexican or whatever ethnicity in here, no one tells you when you go to your home country, if you're born in the U.S. or spend enough time in the U.S., you get kind of snooty. Yeah, when I was in the Philippines, I went back there, I was like, look, fucking all these coconut eating motherfucking Asians over here. I look just like them and shit. Look at these fucking Filipinos. I'm just teasing. I don't think I'm not like that. I'm not racist. Not racist. No, but it's the Air Force is cool, man. You go to Japan. Japan was cool. Arkansas was cool. Arkansas, you listen to My Big Green Tractor. You listen to a bunch of white guys talk about their dad leaving. And dude, look, I'll say this: white people don't like it when you remind them about white privilege. I'm not saying all white people have white privilege. You know who you are, right? But in my struggle could be my dad leaving. I prefer that than the belt from an immigrant parent. You know, you have country white people that are like, some white people are upset right now. It's okay, don't worry. But then you have like country people like, my dad left me, and they won't shut the fuck up about it. Their dad left me, he just gone. And I'm like he's mad his dad wasn't present. My dad was too present. I'll leave you with this. In Arkansas, I went there as an American Filipino dude. I don't really care, it's whatever, right? You know, but I go there to a car place, and this mechanic's there from Arkansas, and he's over there, he's looking at my car, it's a Nissan, and he's like, you know, ranting about shit like, I hate Hot Springs, I hate this part of Arkansas, these all people are country, and I'm looking at him like, what the like, you're really that much of Little Rock, Arkansas, right? Little Rock, Arkansas is, and I'm looking at him and he's okay, and he's like, I just want to say something to you right now, I appreciate your people, you guys make amazing cars. And I'm like, sir, I'm Filipino. That's a Japanese car. Well, you Filipinos make really good Japanese cars. My name's Leo Kano. You guys have a good night. Epstein Files, page 64. I'm just kidding. Leo Kano on that Instagram. Thank you guys. I love this place.
Fantastic. Thank you. No. I was in an accident. That's why. Who walked in late, though? Who didn't say hello to me? You walked in. You didn't say hello. Are you Michael?
I'm not Michael. I'm Robert.
Hi, Robert.
Hello. Racist, Linda.
I know. Robert, come here for a minute. Come on. Give a round of applause for Robert. Tell us a little something. Robert Roberto.
Hello.
Hello. Hey.
My name is Robert. I just moved to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
I am from Michigan, and it was quite cold there. And it was quite cold there, and so I moved out here because I wanted to work in TV and movies. And that's going okay, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
Thank you. Where do we find you on social media?
I don't use social media.
Oh, we love you. That's who didn't introduce themselves tonight? Who's hiding? Don't hide. Come here. Yeah.
What's your name?
Sunda. Yes, hiding. Nice to meet you. Now, we got you up here now.
Okay.
There you go.
This is a really fun little place.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
How long has this place been a thing?
23 years.
Wow. You. So us three just moved over there.
Oh, where? On Westwood?
No, a couple streets down, Greenfield.
Okay, I know where.
And we were having tacos over there, and we saw this place, and we're like, "There's a comedy club right by our house."
Right?
I'm not telling a joke. I'm just reporting on how we ended up here. Really? And we were over there sitting on those red chairs, and we saw the LA School of Comedy. Looked you guys up and saw there's a live stream.
Yeah.
45 minutes. Yeah. A lot of live stream. But I love it. Monday, Wednesday, Friday too.
Right.
Yeah.
And what do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah.
We all work at the same company. We all work in entertainment. So I'm an assistant.
It's okay. Being the president.
Wait a minute, hold on. I was pretty impressed with myself.
Right. I think you're good.
You know, it's funny. We like decorated our apartment, right? And we got everything off Facebook Marketplace. This is what you got to do these days. And we got our couch, right? And we go into the guy. We went to Hollywood, right? And we were feeling big time getting our couch, okay? And guys got an Emmy in the corner. We're like, no way, okay? We're in serious business, and we get into talking, and the guy's first thing he's like, "You a voice actor?" I was like, "I am now." What's up?
Yeah.
We see
that?
it. We see it.
It's like Jimmy Stewart or something, a little bit like a more
All right.
EDM version of that.
An EDM version of that?
Yeah, like, hey, whatever, what's going on?
All right.
Yeah.
I got to love this couch.
The couch. Wait, the story of the couch was that he told me I was going to be a voice actor. That was the story of the couch. Yeah, the couch is in our apartment. It's fantastic.
So it's a nice couch.
Oh, it's a beautiful couch. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's hard to get out, but we figured it out. The key is when you go in, you gotta go up with the couch.
Oh
You
my
forget.
God.
There's a lot of room up.
Like him.
Right? There's a lot of room.
He always said you gotta go, That's what he always said.
That's been his thing.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What's going on the monitors over there?
You.
Me? Oh, that's the stream?
Camera, that camera.
3 cameras. All right. And
Use cameras.
is this how you guys wrote me into paying? Is getting me on stage? And
Just trying to stay open.
No, fair enough. Fair enough.
And now the 3 of you are here.
And now the 3 of us are here. But thank you for having us. You guys have a cool space here. Yeah.
Let's see if we can do with
Oh, I got the red light. That was a quick red light. Okay. 10 minutes of a red light.
Wow, where'd this come from?
Voice, man.
What's
You have a really unique voice.
I'm Frank Sinatra. No, I'm kidding. Oh my God. So are you Italian? Nobody here?
I'm Italian.
Italian, a little bit? All right. How did I know, right? My stepfather was college raised in Napolitan. So, what are you?
What am I?
Yeah, what part of, yeah.
I think my family's from Naples.
Okay.
The South.
All right. So you're still hard-headed. I'm from Jersey. That's where Italians were created. It's true. Every time she meets somebody, look at Skip. He talks like that. Terrible. You're like, you gotta have class. He's like, no, I'm from Jersey. Showing it off. Well, here's a great place that you can do podcasting. You can do script reads here. I don't know what you're working on, but you should be working on it with somebody from this place. We've had so many people come through here, so you're not. You're in good company. You're in good company, and we're going to utilize your services because we want to see if you can use that board. What do you do though? Can you use the board? Can you do that stuff?
What?
Like the board, like can you use the board and the cameras and stuff?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Really? Wow, it looks like a beautiful day today. Because you have to do all this stuff, you know? And then we'll help you with your project. What are you working on?
I don't know. I gotta think about it.
Well, I could tell you things that women do to men on dates. I was deaf for 2 hours. And it was this black guy, and he's like, damn, man, that's fucked up. She got some pretty eyes, too. I heard everything. I had to make believe I didn't hear, and I kept saying, thank you so much, because my name is terrible that I did that. That was bad. I did the whole way. I took it all the way. My name is Fuda. It's like thought they were out the Y. And all he kept saying is like, damn, she got some pretty eyes. And she's deaf. Then I meet this other guy. I'm so out of it. 2 sheets to the wind, and he's reading poetry to me. And he's like, I've never seen you looking as lovely as you did tonight. I've never seen you shine so bright. That's a song, Lady in Red, first of all, okay? So I got to get rid of this guy because he tells me, I want you to take off all your jewelry so that you are not thinking of anyone but me. My jewelry? I'm on a friggin' boat. Black people don't belong there anyway because the last time we didn't come back on that boat, right? So I'm on the boat with this guy from Australia. I can't get off. My girlfriend's with me. She's pregnant and doesn't want me to tell his friend that she's pregnant, okay? And she's, by the way, 6 feet tall. So I say to him, I can't be with you. I'd like to be. I said, but I've had a sex change. And he said, he looked at me, he said, I knew it. I said, what do you mean you knew it? He said, oh, please, the smallness of the breast, the Adam's apple, the facial hair. He says, but I don't care. I still love you. And I was like, oh, my God. So his name was Peter Tripp with 2 P's, okay? Cut to, I'm doing stand-up how many years? And I hear my husband say, hon, you got a phone call. Who's calling from my wife? Peter Tripp. I said, Mark, I had to tell this guy I'm not a man. I've got to tell him, and Mark doesn't understand, because I'm like, I'll take care of that. It's like that joke I told you about me being a guy, and Mark is like, I thought you were Puerto Rican. All right, now that I've got cotton mouth, I got to go. And we've had a great time tonight, really great. Make sure you leave us your information so we can utilize you and have you here. We're going to have a mixer here. We have fun. There's more to this place than just this room. And my name is Sundar Kronquist, Samantha Linderman, and your producer, Mark Zaffron, tonight. Thank you, and good night. Where's the music?